Hello. Hey guys, today Toby and I are at our mate Andy's place. We're just helping him clean up and clear up his property before he moves to Tasmania, which is really exciting. And so we're here helping up, move things down to a tip pickup at the end of the road, and just collect anything else, building supplies that we might make of use that would either be thrown out. And that's something that Tobes and I are really passionate about, and I wanted to really share that because the bamboo cabin at our land is entirely made from the bamboo on the property. All of the scrap tin, all of the old building supplies that was already on the land, and anything else that wasn't there, we sourced secondhand wherever possible. And that's something that we are super passionate about because rather than have this stigma of it's not clean, it's not new, it's ridiculous. And that, my friend, is consumerism. And what you need to actually understand is that your rubbish doesn't just disappear. And so throwing out all of these secondhand items that you just use once, you really need to understand your consumption. And that's something that living on the land has brought to both Toby and my awareness, to be completely honest, is how much waste we were just unconsciously aware of. And to bring back that power into your footprint on Pachamama is so impactful. So I highly recommend source secondhand. A lot of the tip shops these days, a lot of the tips have tip shops, which are secondhand stores where they sell anything that would be thrown out that could maybe be of use. And you can often get incredible things from the tip store you wouldn't even believe, like from all sorts of homewares, building supplies. You could build an entire house. And in fact, I do know of a man on a commune in the community about, I'd say 40 years ago, I think. He worked at the tip, volunteered there, sourced all of his supplies secondhand from the tip, and built an entire 2-story house out of it for him and his family. So these are things that are incredible just to really think about and to consider. And that's what we're here doing today, is just getting all old tin that's not being used, and woods and anything else that we can make use of. Rather than putting into Pachamama unconsciously, we are going to build with it secondhand. And for reference, this is the area that we just helped clean. Move out all of this old materials that won't be used, rubbish, and not rubbish, which I will show you what I mean. So this is the stuff that Tobes and I will be keeping and be able to build with, which is just epic because, as I was mentioning earlier, being able to reuse, spend a whole day, like we're knackered, we're absolutely knackered now, but spend a whole day cleaning up this entire area, all clear for Andy for moving to Tassie, and then to have all of this incredible building supplies as a result is something that we call an even energetical exchange. You become almost immune to a lot of the toxins in the native plants out here the longer that you get stung. But this one, every time, stings like a... But yeah, you get quite used to it. There's a lot of nettle and giant stinging nettle trees around here as well as just nettle itself. And the giant stinging nettle, I will put a video of in here because I can see one over in the forest line right now. They are yay big. They can grow huge, big trees, and their sting is so poisonous. You're warned about it if you go on any hikes in the national parks, and they're present, which they often are around here. There's warnings talking about, they're similar to what a shellfish puts out, the neurotoxins that a shellfish puts out. I was reading, and you're recommended to not rub them. You need to, like, I have tape. Masking tape is the best thing. You're able to put tape over it and just rip them off, but it honestly feels like a shamanic journey because you feel the poison move through your body, and it's a cleanse, it's a detox, it's medicine. That's how you have to see it, because you get stung so much out here, as my ankles are wrapped in wild raspberry right now. They're just everywhere. Andy's place also has this incredible sandpaper fig tree, which is currently in full fruition. As you can see, all along the trunks and up in the canopy is full of these tiny little figs, and they don't grow to the usual size of, say, your Turkish figs that you might be used to buying in the supermarkets. These figs are a bush tucker food, and they're beautiful and in abundance. They're sweet but tart, and truly you can make so many jams, you can preserve them, you can dry them. They are such an incredible tree for food, as a food source, as well as being able to identify them via their leaves. So the leaves are a really coarse sandpaper, so quite literally a file. They're very versatile, so keep an eye out for these trees along your creek banks, your river banks. They just grow in abundance, especially out here in southern, northern, eastern New South Wales, wherever we are. I don't know how to explain where we are. Are you serving? This is all native raspberry, as you can see. And so, as incredible as it is as a food source, it is covered in these tiny little thorns that irritate the fuck out of you. And so they are a crazy, crazy weed here that just consistently need to be maintained because they thrive.